Hi everyone. So in this video what we're going to talk about is the game development software package called Unity. Now there are many different 3D packages that you can download to develop games. Unity happens to be a 2D and a 3D platform where you can build 2D and 3D games. This is Ori and the Blind Forest, which is on their homepage. If you want to download this software, you have to go to unity.com. And what we want to do is we want to download the software. So you can look under products here, and in products, basically it will talk a little bit about the different types of licenses that we can get. And the one that we want is the personal free license. And so we'll click on that and we'll try the personal one. And so this is the one that allows us to do quite a bit of different things to learn about Unity. It doesn't give us all the features, but it will give us enough to kind of get started. And so you'll accept the terms and then download what's called Unity Hub. Unity Hub is a jumping off point for all the different versions of Unity. Many people that are working on games are working in a specific version of Unity. Unity releases a new version almost every month. So it's very important when they release a new version to stick with that same version for the entire game development team. So if you're working with a team, generally you don't want to update Unity because it may add additional features or actually break the game sometimes. So Unity allows us to have multiple versions of the hub allows us to have multiple versions of hub installed. So what we're going to do is install Unity Hub first, and then what that will allow us to do is install a specific version of Unity. So to install it, we just drag the Unity Hub. Once we kind of open it up, on Mac at least, then we drag the Unity Hub into applications. On PC it's slightly different, but it's mostly the same, and just follow the instructions to install Unity Hub. And then when I go into the applications folder, I can see that I have this new application called Unity Hub. Or on PC, you'll open it from the taskbar. So we'll open that up, and inside of that, it will say, are you sure you want to download it on a Mac? Yes, we want to open it, even though we've downloaded it. Then once we've opened Unity Hub, it lists the installs, how many Unity installs we have. So we have Unity Hub, which again is the kind of almost the software piece that allows us to have multiple installs of Unity on our machine, but it hasn't actually installed a version on our machine. And what we'll do is we'll click Add here, installs, and then Add, and then we can add in the very latest version of Unity if we want. Now, the class itself will tell you which version of Unity to install. And so A usually stands for alpha, B usually stands for beta, and F usually stands for final. So we're probably going to take a final version. We're going to take 2019 1.9 F1. That's the one we're going to install today. But again, check with your class, and then we hit next, and then what it will do is it will say, what modules do you want to add? Now, if we wanted to build a game for iOS or Android, we'd actually add this support. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to kind of download the standard packages, which will allow us to build Mac and PC games. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we selected a version, which we did, 2019 1.9, and then hit done. And then it takes a while to download all the materials for Unity. And now what it's doing is it's installing Unity into a separate folder. In fact, so we'll open up a new Finder window and go to my applications folder and go to Unity. And now there's two things. There's the Unity Hub, and then there's also the Unity folder. So the Unity folder here contains our version of the editor, the Unity editor, which is 2019.1.9 F1. And that's what it's installing right now. And it's still installing it over here. It just downloaded that entire package. It's kind of installing it to our machine. And it will allow us to open and create new projects with that version of Unity. When you're working with a game development team, they're probably working with a specific version of the game development software, be it Unity or Unreal, and you'll want to get that information from them so that you can stay with them in terms of the development. You'll want to stick with whatever version because you don't want to update a project to a new version and then have the rest of the team go, oh, what'd you do? You updated our project, and then have to revert using some sort of backup software like Git or version control software, which we'll talk about later in the course. All right, looks like we're almost done installing. During the install process, you may get a dialog box asking you to override the security settings so that Unity can install part of the software, which is what I'm going to do now. And it allows Unity to make special changes to some of the other parts of your hard drive to actually install the application. Okay, so it's fully installed now, and we can see that we kind of have two parts. In the applications folder, we have Unity Hub, which is launched right here. And then we also, within the Unity folder, have an editor. And that editor that we downloaded is 2019-1.9. Again, check with your course instructor about which one that you should download. And again, you can use the add feature inside of the Unity Hub to kind of create a new project. On my own personal machine, when I open Unity Hub, I actually have more versions of Unity than just one. I have 4 different versions of Unity. One, which is really old for a project that I worked on a few years ago that every once in a while I need to make updates on. A current project that I'm currently working on is using 2018 4.1. For classes at Berkeley, I was using 2019 1.5, and here we have kind of the latest version as of today when I'm making this video. There are some indications here about LTS means long-term support. This one means Unity is going to be providing support for this version for a long time. And this one here, this one has limited hub support because it goes back quite a ways. In fact, you can see that they changed the numbering scheme up here to the year first of when they were releasing it. And back when Unity was a little bit older, they were actually using like version 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is when they stopped using version numbers and then went to the yearly scheme. Okay, so that's it for the Unity Hub, and we're going to get into the actual Unity editor in the next video.